dude.
But nah, I think this is just, this is a match that happens so many times.
It is, and it's funny is this set used to go back and forth a lot, and just last week is Rivers basically winning. I don't want to say for the first time in a long time, but I think it was the first time in a long time.
I think it was the first time in a long time. I think it's just because, like you said, he's taking the game a lot more serious, and it's kind of funny to see the numbered tags, you know, 39 and 37.
Yeah, I don't know. They're number 39, 37 somewhere. I don't know. It's for something. Your guys' guess is as good as mine.
I think I have a little guess. I think 37 is it's either Haikyuu or Ping Pong. I don't know which anime it is, but I think it's an anime, or I think it's maybe one of. It's something, but I definitely don't know what 39 is. But,
that's probably anime too, man. These guys are dorks.
They are dorks, but they're our dorks.
They are our dorks.
But speaking of dorks, I mean, I think Wolf does pretty okay in this matchup. I mean, one, Wolf gains access to Banana, which is an additional tool in his kit, and like, Jakal's just the type of player to really like flesh things out, you know?
He's good as far as like, he's very good at character-specific matchups. And I'm saying that because there's also the alternative to that where there might be a pretty weak matchup, and you'll see Jakal kind of like, you know, he might drop. Like I remember there's times where he drops sets against like a Ridley, right, or something like some kind of obscure mid-tier. Well, but then he figures it out, and then suddenly he doesn't lose that anymore. So
I definitely think it's something he's grown out of. You know?
I think so too. I think he's growing through that all the time, which is part of the fun of watching him, honestly.
Yeah. Just very much improving and just really pushing the meta in his character. But Rivers is having a hard start. I mean, it's just very hard to get something started just because I think Jakal's really just having that control and confidence right now. And, you know, like, you don't see a banana pool there, which is kind of interesting of just like, is that more of a confidence thing or just like a judgment thing, you know?
I think it might be more of, maybe that's like an adjustment of Rivers' end. Like even just pulling the banana, right? Like whether it be an inopportune time, you think it might mess something else up. Because like Jakal just plays so quickly, where even a banana pull, like it's Jakal kind of closed some. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think that's what I'm looking for. Yes, commitment. That was a really good Wolf flash.
Just like that, it's that hesitance. Like you have to be very confident versus Jakal and like very knowledgeable of what you want to do, and it doesn't help that like, you know, he's pretty confident against Rivers because they play so often, you know.
Yeah, these guys do play a ton, and the set counts used to be pretty even, and then there was a point where I think Jakal just. This is like the Jakal, peak Jakal, where he's like placing in all these big events, which is within the past couple of years, and you know, kind of takes the set count on his favor. But Rivers just last week, I think he 3-0'd him twice.
Yeah, I think he 3-0'd him twice. It was kind of insane,
but you know. Different week, right? Totally different everything. Jakal's fresh off of another tournament. I think it was just at DTN, I think is where he was just at. And he was at high res the week before that.
Yeah, but he hasn't been performing pretty well, so I think...
well, you say that. He's still getting top 8, right?
Yeah, but for his standards.
But for his standards, you're right. Because those are brackets he could be winning, like, for sure.
Like, and that's what he wants to do. Yeah. But I think the thing is, just like, going to your local and staying practice, especially against Rivers, is just such a good, like, you know...
It's cool. I really enjoy this. Like, you know, you could kind of have two takes where it's like, oh, this is boring. We see this all the time. Where you have the take where it's like, these guys live close enough where they play all the time. It's pretty quality practice. It's high up in bracket, best of 5. So then, you know, the tournament nerves, all those things worked in. And I think that's stuff that really translates. I mean, obviously, Jakal's going to a lot of locals outside of this one and the majors. I mean, Rivers is mostly just kind of grinding out this local because he's the TO. But
no, I mean, he's also trying to go to other locals, too.
He's been doing more. And, you know, that's game 1 going to Jakal, who's honestly, he's probably got a little bit of a chip on the shoulder even from last week.
Yeah, he's like, I'm mad.
Like, yeah, you don't want to lose that, especially, you know, Jakal is at this point, you know, he's a top-ranked player, like, universally, not even just in New Jersey.
To be fair, Rivers is still really, really
I agree.
solid.
I mean,
it's not like a bad loss. Like, I would say anyone under top 7 is probably a bad loss for Jakal, like, and which are all still pretty good players.
Yeah, it's crazy when you think about it.
Did he choose a weird song again?
No, this is a good song. This is like everyone's favorite DKC song, honestly.
I mean, I guess it's like you can't do that whole mental strategy against Jakal.
I don't think it's the same.
It's that you got those nerves of steel, you know.
I don't think it's the same.
Especially with like Jakal having the lead too. Like the game lead for Jakal is pretty big.
Yeah, Rivers just trying to game at this point, but it looks like Jakal's basically turning up right now. And
so I have a theory basically, and the theory goes like this: the reason why he doesn't pull banana so much is because like at these higher percents, Jakal can utilize it very well and add it to Wolf's game.
Banana F smash, banana Wolf flash, banana anything really.
And it's just like
banana falling bear. Fantastic tag.
But yeah, that's what my theory is, because I think of it a lot like Smash Art. Like,
I think it's a good theory.
It's like you don't want to give that extra advantage to a character that has a very easy time killing, you know? Well, yeah. I'd say easy, like with a nuance. Like, of course, it's easy when he knows the habit, but like it's not easy when you don't, you know?
Well, we got a Rivers lead, albeit small, and there it goes, just like that. Back to even game. And this is like, you kind of get used to this watching these guys. The games, they're kind of like, these guys are like bipolar as they play, right? It's like all of a sudden one of them's turning up and suddenly 2 stocks disappear.
I think it's definitely who's playing better that day, you know?
It very much is. I think just from like a playing the game more standpoint, Jakal definitely has a huge edge over Rivers, but
oh no, for sure.
Rivers has been on the grind. I know we've said that a ton.
Yeah, but yeah. You know, I noticed something earlier. There was a banana toss earlier, and like Jakal very narrowly avoided it. And it makes me kind of mad, you know, because like that's intentional. Like he narrowly avoids things and punishes you because he narrowly avoided it. But like it's a risky game to play because you're pretty much like using the matrix it, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's I guess no jump there is what I'm guessing. It looked like he was saving it to kind of come up with a low recovery. He just didn't have the resource. Must have burnt somewhere along the line. But here we go. This is a good opportunity for Rivers to push ahead a little bit.
Kind of like turning it up. I mean, I was talking about that Matrix moment, but I think we got Neo right here, and he's like showing himself off.
Yeah, that's it's easy to forget. Like Rivers was what rank was he? Like 18th or something?
I think 19th.
First PGR, 19th.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget that, like, that doesn't happen by accident, right?
No,
like,
it doesn't.
Or, like, grinds help, but, like, there's just being an intuitively good player at your core, and I think that's a lot of the times when you see Rivers. So at any moment, you kind of see him pop off, especially when he's playing more.
Yeah, I think these players are just both very clever. I mean, I don't know how their reaction times are. Oh, yeah, that was very scary.
I was scared.
But, I mean, I don't blame him not for ripping that full flash, because if that whips, like, you're just giving up that game. And I think he has confidence in himself to, like, just win, you know?
I think so, too. And that wolf flash is risky, because you'll see Jakal go for that, and he lands it. Like, his hit percentage on that is pretty high up, even in those, like, weird off-stage scenarios. But, you know, you can't really take it lightly, because suddenly you try that on your last stock and you lose a game, and then you might lose a set. Like, you didn't win this game anyways, but like imagine if it was because of that wolf flash.
But
that's like a huge kill.
It's definitely like, I feel like the wolf flash also kind of give it though at the same time. Like sometimes I feel like Jakal just has too much confidence in himself to like kind of rip it. Kind of be like, yeah, like I'm not gonna do it like a risky option when I can do it by myself.
He sometimes just pulls a trigger, man. Like I feel like it's very reactionary. Like you'll see him, he just kind of does it, which is again what makes him so fun to watch, because it's not. He's not playing with fear. Like he'll sacrifice the stock because he thinks he's gonna legitimately land the wolf flash. But here we go.
I think the thing is too, like it was kind of interesting to see that down tilt hit ledge hang, and like it just consistency. I think right now we're seeing a lot of consistent kills from these players, not like crazy kills, you know. And
yeah, nothing like no weird stray anything. It's just they're landing the confirms.
Yeah, it's just like who has their bread and butters on lock and who has their movement on lock, and both of them are just very good at movement. I mean, I kind of wish Rivers did a little bit more like slingshots and all that stuff. I think he kind of does it, but I think it's very much a center of Jakal's game plan, because he just doesn't have that, like those view reverses and all that stuff, you know?
Yeah, the movement from Rivers, or really anyone at the command of Diddy Kong, is usually a huge... That's what kind of wins or loses sets.
Oh, yeah,
It's how well you're moving around with monkey flip or the B-reverse pop guns, bananas.
And it gives you those layers of options and just like those mix-ups. And we kind of do see that a little bit more confidence here from Rivers. I mean, I feel like you don't need to be, like, you don't, like, so, okay, they're confirmed. So you see how he's at 68?
Wow, I'm actually, I shouldn't be surprised I killed, but for some reason it just looked weird.
pretty much him being at 68 allows him to play with this banana because like he's not really in a big threat of dying right now.
Yeah.
But like once you're at like 92 or 100, like then you kind of have to fear pulling the banana, like because you can just die.
Yeah, well, you said it earlier. It could get used against you because it leads to so many confirms. You don't have to be Diddy Kong to get a confirm off of the banana. Anyone in the cast can.
Yeah, and I just think like
Especially
a very
Wolf.
vanilla character like Wolf gets it very, very easy, you know?
Yeah, kind of a strange hitbox on that, but yeah, another one just hit him straight up.
It's like he's really
Ben.
not letting him breathe, yeah.
Yeah, he's on top of him, but having a hard time putting the nail in the coffin for stock number
Yeah,
one.
for
And
sure.
I don't know if Rivers is able to capitalize on this or if he just plays survival a little longer. It's looking like
Ooh, that was a
some
good
more
wait,
percent.
but
wow, that is massive.
yeah.
That's a huge turnaround. Now, what was looking like a pretty close game is suddenly a 2-stock deficit.
Yeah, and we're just seeing this really hard time killing. Like, it just, this is kind of that moment where you think, like, oh, Wolf has a hard time killing. Because, like,
It's funny. I remember people used to say that. I remember
Yeah.
early in the game when people used to talk about Wolf having a hard time killing.
It's just like when you can't find that good hit, and it's just like, it happens. It just,
It does happen.
You know, with a character like Wolf, it's not like you have, like, that easy confirm. You just have to know where to throw your good hit.
I think the movement in particular from Rivers is really, I think it must be a little bit more keyed in now than it's been in recent times when you guys have played, because usually Jakal's so good at reading opponents and knowing what's coming next to where, you know, you could have basically, like you were saying, like a stray move that kills and he could land it and find it, but in this, when this is happening,
Well, I think he's playing this like defensive style very, very well. Like sometimes I feel like Diddy Kong is like a heavyweight in the sense like he does not die.
Yeah, he's tricky, right? It's hard to sort of tell sometimes his weight, mostly because he's moving around so much.
But this is still pretty doable with one good string, but
Very
at the same
doable.
time, like you just gotta be very careful if you're a Jakal, because like one good confirm and you're just done, you know?
Well, yeah, right now, banana up smash. I don't know if
No,
he'll kill
it's
right
definitely not
now,
gonna
but it's
kill.
close.
But yeah, it definitely is very close.
He's closing in.
Especially the more you hit Rivers, like the more rage he's gonna get.
Yeah,
barely
I think even now, not yet, but it's again a little bit more percent. Yeah, now it might. Yeah, see, he's looking for the up smash. I think this is pretty much the percent you need to be at. In this
I think
case.
this game matters a good amount, so we're gonna see who clutches up here.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, this is game 3, man. This is set advantage. I don't blame him, dude. That smash attack is really good to just let it rip.
Yeah, this is so close. It's just like who's. Oh, and that banana pull, that's confidence. But I feel like that banana pull is really gonna cost him because like.
Almost. If he didn't have the good drift in on the recovery, that's it. Like if he's on stage with a wall, he's dead. You know.
And ironically, I feel like these banana pulls are just kind of like hurting him more than helping him.
Yeah,
you know?
well here it is. That was it.
Oh, and the shield poke.
Dude, they're both just like, wow. Look at them. They're both like, Rivers can't believe it. I know I switched the camera a little late, but even Jack is just like, all right.
Well, that's the Smash Ultimate. Like you're gonna get hit by things that are just so stupid that you just accept it.
I think he got scooped up from the second hit from behind.
Yeah,
that was insane.
He did. I wish a lot of characters wish they had that up smash. You know.
Yeah, for real.
Just the kills. It's like the high profiling makes me so mad.
That was something. All right, well, I mean, kind of getting away by by the hairs on his neck, Rivers, right? Like that was a big lead that kind of vanished. It's suddenly a very close game, and
smart. See, we haven't seen a crazy stock, but that was almost the crazy stock.
That was almost a statement stock, but Jakal's not going to give it up that easy, especially not in game 4 where he's down a game. Like that's not where you let those stocks up. Otherwise, it might be game over. Instead, here we go, getting an advantage.
We're just seeing that confidence, that killing confidence that Jakal has sometimes.
Yeah, and with the banana in hand, look, he's looking to use it, dude. Yeah, he had the F smash ready. He's just throwing out all the strong attacks on the ledge, and it does eventually land the back air.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's just that back air is so good because it auto cancels so well, and you get to see Jakal use it all the time. Like he'll just throw out a back air and then dash like dash grab you, because like it whiffs, but like you don't want to get close to that back air.
Damn, that was a fantastic confirm, and I don't think
it's been a minute.
I don't think a percent was taken by Rivers in that stock right there.
I don't think so either, but it's definitely just like Jakal just turned up the heat, and like I think the thing is like it was very hard to replicate that, but actually no, that side B is so good.
Insane, especially in this matchup because Wolf is already a little. I mean, unless you know the character, the recovery is a little leaves something to be desired.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is too that isn't even risky as Diddy because he can recover from that.
Yeah,
so.
even if he misses, he still doesn't die. You're right.
Yeah,
you might as well deploy it.
For sure.
All right, well, Rivers has a little bit of a hill to climb and a game to work with, so you know, not all lost here, but this is looking like a Jakal
It's
dub
hard.
in
I mean,
game
I think the biggest thing too isn't even winning this game, it's getting back into it. I think the thing is like when a dominant game like this happens, it's very hard not to lose your confidence in your next match.
I gotta tell you, watching Rivers run off and fair the Wolf Flash, man, that's pretty ballsy. Can you just die?
I think this fair is just very,
like
very
that?
active. Yeah, you can contest it. I mean, it depends on, I think, how active your hitbox is. And Diddy Fair is pretty active, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, just barely, though.
Yeah, we got ourselves a game 5 here, Sean.
We do. It's not like last week where it was just a quick 3-0.
Yeah, no 3-0s this week.
I don't know how quick or slow the 3-0 was.
Surprisingly quick.
Okay.
From what I remember.
Let's see what song they play. It's Jakal's music choice, so.
Oh, wait, no. Isn't it? Yeah, here you go. He saved it.
You're a cheeser!
Dude, he saved it for game 5. He saved it for game 5. This is the real music counter pick for game 2.
Let's see if this works. I'm just so curious. They're both smiling a little bit, but
well, they're having fun, and you'll have to see it, right? So, all right.
I'm not gonna be having fun listening to this song. I don't think you will be either.
All I hear is Birdo going, oh, when you hit him with the egg.
This is Super Mario 2?
This is Super Mario 2, yeah.
Okay. I should know that. I played that game so much, but
yeah, this is
it is.
When you see Birdo and it's like, boom, shooting the eggs at you.
The eggs, yeah. They come from across screen sometimes.
Yep. Sometimes even before you see them. But all right, fast lead for Jakal.
Side note, Birdo and Smash.
Birdo and Smash.
How would you feel about that?
Terribly. I feel terrible about Birdo and Smash.
I feel like Birdo has a better chance than Waluigi.
I mean, you might not be wrong with the assessment. Doesn't make me like Birdo anymore, but hey.
Yeah. But honestly, I kind of wish we saw Tomahawks there. Like, I feel like that was such a good Tomahawk opportunity because Jakal was just sitting in shield, you know? But I guess that's just foresight, too.
Oh, a good scoop, kind of calling out Rivers for
rolling
being
in.
a little aggressive on him.
I think it was more like it was safely being aggressive because he rolled in, you know? It wasn't like he was trying to like press a dumb button. He was like trying to roll in, use his iframes, but
when up smash. When I say aggressive, I think just kind of being in his range.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that's kind of how I think about it when you play against Jakal. Like if you're just kind of playing in the range, sometimes that's kind of aggression because a little easier just to like run away for a second, and there we go. Another,
no jump there.
Another one of those stocks, yeah, because I saw off screen. Almost a little confusion from Jakal. I think he maybe thought he had the jump, but in any case,
no, I don't think he did because he tried to air dodge and then he just like, oh, I don't have the jump, so he just plummeted. Very even game here though. I kind of like Jakal's patience a little bit because like he's really just waiting certain things out.
And there's kind of a thing going on here where I feel like Rivers he's keeping the foot on the gas pedal, and I think that Jakal's kind of just waiting for him to counter.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I think that's like a very good analogy of just like he's just waiting for him to like do something that's like very, very wrong, like, you know, in his eyes.
And I gotta tell you, actually, I'm enjoying the way Rivers is playing because like he usually plays somewhat aggressive, but like he's trying to stay on him, and I agree because you can't really let Jakal have all that comfort because as soon as he does, the guy's really smart, so he just kind of is able to assess the whole situation, and yeah, there you go.
Oh, let's see.
That was so good by Jakal, regardless.
It was so good, but like, that recovery's so good as well.
Yeah, the recovery's fantastic.
I feel like Rivers has to be very careful with his monkey flips because I feel like Jakal's going to scout one out in the later set of the game, but we'll see. Like, you see him trying to scout it out there, but like Rivers being smart and not giving up to him. But this game's super duper close.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Whoever gives up this stock is not going to be feeling good, right? I mean, that's where the stress really comes on, especially with the stressful Mario 2 boss music.
Yeah, for sure.
Enough to get the nerves pumping, and there we go.
Down tilt is so solid.
I mean, Rivers, yeah, he's a hit away, and that's the hit.
Solid.
Yeah, that's the hit right there.
Yeah, it's really anyone's game, but we'll see who scouts the better habits, you know?
All right, this is big damage for Jakal, and now a potential, honestly, end the game a little bit.
Yeah, I like that, just the weight. It's the confidence, that fair bear. I kind of want to see what option Jakal is waiting for, but I think Rivers is going to try to find his way back in this match, but we'll see if he can do it.
Well, the tough part is, especially Rivers, like, oh my gosh.
That down tilt being super fast, kind of clutching up for him. Let's see. Ooh, very smart. Oh, he wanted to send him the other way, but just a minor misinput.
All right, well, this is suddenly now very, very
I know, the
interesting
boss
here.
physic's kind of fitting it right now.
It is. I'm gasping.
Jakal Bear.
Gasping on commentary, not good. All right, let's see.
It's funny because like he just sometimes just rips those bears, but other.
He deserved to lose. That was
no,
weird. I don't know what he was doing. What was he doing?
Liked it. Well, the thing is, like, he wanted to kind of mix him up with that up B, but Jakal kind of just knew. You know, it's hard to say because like Rivers didn't do that once, and he was just like waiting for that. Because imagine if Rivers kind of like tilted the barrel to explode. You know, could have went a totally different way.
That's true. Yeah, the barrels are they got some janky mechanics. Sometimes hard to figure out what's going on, but there we go, man. That's Jakal keeping